Hey, how you doing? It's Lyndon here, and in this video we're going to look at one of the most powerful improvisational scales that personally I know of, which is a blues scale. Absolutely fantastic. But before we dive into that, I just want to say a massive thank you to Helga, who bought me my very first coffee. So if you have a look in the description, there's a buy me a coffee thing. This channel doesn't yet qualify for monetization on YouTube, so I'm not getting any kind of financial reward at the moment for doing these videos. So I set up a buy me a coffee option, and somebody bought us 3 coffees today. So yes, I'm so happy, because that actually proves the concept, gives me loads of encouragement and enthusiasm to move forward with these videos. So thank you so much. You can't imagine, honestly, you can't imagine what that means. It's just absolutely fantastic. So thank you again. Right, blues scales. The thing about blues scales is that when I first got into playing blues scales, I just got addicted to them. They're dangerous, honestly, because once you've got them and you understand them, I actually ended up kind of, having to go to Blues Scales Anonymous and standing up and saying, my name's Lyndon and I'm addicted to blues scales. And the instructor said, you play them through everything, don't you? And I was like, yes, I do. I play them through everything, even jazz chords, you play them through. Yes, everything that I do is just blues scales. Because when I discovered blues scales and the power of blues scales, I remember it was in the first few years after I first started playing, and I thought to myself, this probably isn't it. By the way, I'm completely self-taught, but I thought to myself, this probably isn't everything, but it's nearly everything. I just thought the blues scales are the best thing ever, and to be honest, they are. They're pretty fantastic, but they're certainly not everything. And if you're just using them over chord charts, then that's not such a great idea. But they are absolutely worth learning. Fantastic piece of kit. And if you want some background on this, you should watch my video. I'll put a link in this video about pentatonics, because blues scales and minor pentatonics are almost identical except for one little note. The other thing that I want to point out before we dive in is that I'm going to put a sheet at the end of this video that has the recipe so that you can work out any blues scale in any key. So I'll put it out for a few seconds. You can grab a screenshot of that, hopefully, and it'll be useful. So blues scales. Blues scales are a type of minor scale, and they are ever so similar to a minor pentatonic. In fact, I have all of the notes of a minor pentatonic, and they have one cheeky note added. And the way that I think, so I'm going to work one out with you now in the key of D. The way that I think about them is that if you take D minor, now you could take D minor Dorian or D minor Aeolian, it doesn't make any difference. Either scale will work. So I'm going to play D Dorian minor, which is the second mode of C major, and that's why I'm using D, because it's quite a nice easy one to work it out. So the second mode of C major is D minor, and that would sound like this. If I take the root, the third, the fifth and the seventh, which are the chord tones which we know are massively important, I'd get D, F, A and C. Now if I add in the fourth note of the scale, so in this case it would be D, E, F, G is the fourth note of the scale, I'll get this. And those notes are D, F, G, A, C. So that would be the root, the third, the fourth, the fifth and the seventh. So you've got root, third, fifth and seventh plus added into the fourth. So you get this, yeah. And that is D minor pentatonic. Now the note that we're going to add in to make it a blues scale is the flat 5. So whatever the fifth note is, in this case it's A, we're going to flatten that, and that would be A flat or G sharp. So the notes would be D, F, G, G sharp, A, C and D, and that would sound like this. coming down from there. And now if I put that to a backing track, I'm just going to play it straight up and straight down. Already sounds really, really, really nice. I'm going to do that in 2 octaves. Sounds absolutely gorgeous, and now I'm going to throw it around a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go from the flat 5 down to the root. So G sharp, G, F and D, and it will sound very, very cool. So as you can hear, it starts to sound really, really nice. If I make another phrase out of it, so A, C, D, F. So A, C, D, F, D. So I'll play that to the backing track. Now if I put those 2 ideas together, it will sound amazing. It will sound really, really cool. So exactly the same 2 ideas, but now I'm just going to bounce from one idea to the other. So just discovering some nice little phrases in the blues scale and bouncing back from one idea to another. So that is the blues scale. It's just the most incredible thing. And if you're in a band, if you're in a funk band or a pop band, blues scales are going to be your best friend. Yeah, in terms of doing solos for any kind of pop band or soul band or funk band, blues scales are really your fantastic tool to have, and I strongly recommend that you get these down in all keys. Would be really, really good. Start off with one key, get it really down in one key, and then transfer it into another key. So I really hope that was helpful for you. Thank you so much again. If anybody else would like to watch us go crazy because somebody bought us a coffee, then do have a look in the description and follow the link through. I'm really open to making videos about things that you're interested in. I've got loads of good ideas, but I want to hear your input as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.